Alright, I wasn't planning on making a video like this, but it's been wrecking my, well, not wrecking my brain really, but it's been quite a thing that I thought about once I got this part of Resident Evil 9 Requiem. Yes, this video might have spoilers in it, but I'm just talking about it and what happens here. I know a lot of people now have obviously played this game and obviously got this far in Raccoon City when they return. But I just like to talk about something that happened that I'm noticing not many people are talking about, but I would like to talk about it myself, which is something I wasn't planning to do. But I thought, why not? Because I've done this part now, and I thought, well, why has no one talked about it? And what I mean is, obviously you can see in the photo, as I'm talking about, is when Leon eventually gets back to Raccoon City and he goes to the familiar Kendo's gun shop, although completely destroyed. Now, in this part, when you go to the area at the back where he sees Kendo for the first and the last time, in Resident Evil 2 Remake, he's with his daughter Emily, who is clearly infected. Obviously, with a picture above from a screenshot from the Resident Evil 2 Remake. I believe it's the model collectibles. Well, basically, what I've got to theorize here is that Capcom is probably telling us something that a lot of people not even took any notice. They just jumped straight to, wow, this is what's left. And they've jumped to the conclusion of, this is confirmed that Kendo is dead. Now, I want to point out something that I thought might only make sense to me. I'm not sure if it makes sense to anybody else, but I believe Capcom is telling us that basically they've decided to not go with the original Resident Evil 2 story where Kendo was eaten by a load of zombies that smashed through the glass, and it feels like they've gone back to the Resident Evil now known 1.5 where Kendo was a survivor in the list with Leon and Elsa and Sherry and Marvin. So, well, obviously, unfortunately, Marvin didn't survive, as we well know, in this version, the remake. But there was a DLC that came out for Resident Evil 2 Remake that was proposed as a what-if scenario. Now, one of them what-if scenarios was for Kendo, where before he, well, I can't say the word because I get into trouble on YouTube, before he decided to do a Kurt Cobain with his shotgun, there was a radio call that came through that stopped him. Now, remember when you are there in Resident Evil 2 Remake as Leon, you hear a shotgun blast, and that you believe that Kendo must have shot himself. I feel he didn't. I feel that he had to eliminate his daughter because he knew she was infected and she was going to turn. He had to do it himself. But the ghost survivor that was supposed to be a what-if scenario, to me feels like a hint that what-if scenario was true. Out of the four of those what-if scenarios, I think two are real. The Kendo one and the Forgotten Soldier one. The other two we know did die. The sheriff at the beginning of the game did die. And the mayor's daughter was also died, and obviously when she's supposed to be heading out at the end of it, you see her with Ben. Yeah, those two protagonists died, and we witnessed that, and they were confirmed. Those were the what if scenarios. The other two that were classified as what if scenarios must not be, because if you go to this location in Resident Evil 9, you only see one skull on the floor. That indicating that must be Emily's skull, not Kendo. So wherever his skeleton is, if it's anywhere in the vicinity, which I've not seen it, no one's seen it, that goes to show that Capcom may be hinting that Robert Kendo did have a better ending this time, and he did escape Raccoon City. But there's no proof of this, but from all my gathering of all the evidence of playing this and seeing a few video clips on this segment, it gives me the story that Capcom has listened to the fans and thought, you know, yeah, he was killed straight away in the original Resident Evil 2, but when you look at it, when people got the original Resident Evil 2 that's now known as 1.5, Kendo's supposed to survive. So maybe, just maybe, Capcom has made Kendo survive. With this being a confirmation that there's only one skeleton in here, which has got to be Emily's, his daughter. That's all I can think about right now. And that's all that comes across to me, that Kendo must be still alive. It got to be. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below. If you think that Capcom is hinting that Kendo did survive the Raccoon City incident and has gone off the radar, and he didn't die with his daughter in Raccoon City due to the fact that there is only one skeletal remains. Do you think that he's going to be a part of the DLC for Resident Evil 9 and showing up again? I, however, don't think so, because it's unlikely that Robert Kendo will come back, but there might be some sort of hint to say he did survive the Raccoon City incident, he did escape. For the what if scenario, Ghost Survivor was actually one that was real. We'll never know, but hopefully Capcom can confirm this if they can. If not, it's just my perception of things, but I only see one skeletal remains. That means that Kendo's must be alive. Tune in next time where we continue on with this fantastic Resident Evil game in live streams, 8 PM every day apart from Wednesday and Thursday. And then we'll see some other games. And also, if you are missing them on Twitch, then don't worry. They'll be broadcast here on YouTube as exports. There will be a load of videos being made on this for the channel soon, as well as some more Resident Evil gameplay from other games. Also, hints and tips, more Broken Sword, and various other game titles. We'll see you in the next one.